Welcome over to the Winkworth stand. I'm here with Grant Jameson, who's going to show us around some of the innovations that we've got here. Now, for anybody that's not familiar with the company, give us a little bit of an overview, please.
Yeah, so Winkworth started in 1924, family-owned business for 3 generations until about 10 years ago when I came in. We've been established in the UK as the leading mixer manufacturer for, I think, since the Second World War. So there's not much we don't know about Winkworth. If it's been mixed, it's probably been mixed in a Winkworth.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things you can see straight away is mixing is actually quite a technical process, isn't it?
It is. We've got mixing experts who will help any customer identify how best to mix their product. And because we work in different industries, whether it's food, pharmaceutical, industrial chemicals, confectionery and cosmetics, we can apply the knowledge and applications knowledge from the characteristics of the material from one industry to another. So we're not just an industry specific, we're able to cross boundaries, and without sharing intellectual property, we're able to improve our customers' experience of a mixing and get their productivity and the outcomes that they want to be the best they could be.
Absolutely. Now you've got some great machines on display here demonstrating some of the different processes and the different mixing abilities. Talk us through this one first of all.
Yeah, so this machine is a laboratory scale machine. It's a Lindor L10 machine, so it shows the lifting and falling of, in this case we're using beads to illustrate the movement of particles, but actually this is widely used in industry, in the tea industry for making tea leaves special without damaging and the fragile nature of those tea leaves. So this is a very gentle mixer.
Yeah, gives you those gentle kind of hand mixed results, but obviously very quickly and effectively.
It does. It mimics really a very human action of lifting and falling. There's no shear in this mixer, so there's very little risk of any damage to any particles. And depends on what you're making, damage can be an issue in some products, and this is a great answer to those sorts of challenges where gentle mixing's key.
Now we've got some larger machines at the back and also actually this one. Now tell us more about this.
So the machine we're standing next to now is we call a Z-blade mixer. The blades are in the shape of a letter Z, and it's also called a kneader mixer and a double arm mixer. And if you look inside, you can see that there are 2 arms that will go around and they'll rotate, and they're very, very strong given the size of the chamber. This kind of machine this is a laboratory size, but we go up to 3,000 litres in size, which would fill a room. This is widely used in the industry for things like chewing gum, also in other industries for metal powder blending, for making stiff products like silicone rubber. So it's a wide application, but it's a high shear, high power mixer. And we're probably the experts at a challenge to say in the world, but we certainly do know how to make these Z-blade mixers, and we're the only people in the UK that make them. So we get quite a lot of international customers making chewing gum. Any chewing gum you've chewed will probably be made in a Winkworth mixer. Silicone rubbers are made in the UK, and we've got a lot of installed machines making silicone rubbers. So we're very well respected for our Z-blade mixers.
And this really is the opposite end of the scale, isn't it, to the gentle one? This is a much more high-powered unit.
This is high-powered. Part of the challenge when you're mixing things, mixing characteristics where you need a lot of energy to make that shear, is that they will get hot. So actually adding a jacket to provide cooling, sometimes we cool right through the blade, which is quite an engineering challenge. But temperature management of and therefore condition management of the components of a product are vital, and in the silicon mixers, for instance, they want to keep those low, otherwise the silicon will set. So there's a lot of engineering goes on, which isn't obvious, if you like, to the layperson. But as mixing experts, we understand these challenges, and we design to meet them.
Absolutely, it's quite fascinating actually to see a little bit of how much engineering is involved in these units. So this one here is pretty enormous, isn't it? What does this one do? I bet it's not the biggest you do either.
No, we go up to about 10,000 litres. This is a 430 litre working capacity ribbon blender. So this is an industry standard machine that's been used for many, many years, and the action on this one rotates as well as moves the product axially from end to end. The mechanical activity inside the mixer probably hasn't changed very much in in many generations. What does change are the hygiene regulations and the ease of cleaning, the ease of access, and also the footprint of the machine. So this is designed to be quite compact in terms of floor footprint. But if we look at the end there, I'll show you some of the innovations that we've created. So what we're looking at down here is a platform which is designed for today but ready for tomorrow. The classic approach to sealing a shaft in this kind of mixer ribbon blender is called a packed gland or a stuffing box. But what we've designed is a universal end plate here which will allow us to upgrade at some time in the future, maybe 3 or 5 or 10 years, this machine from where it's designed and perfectly suitable as a packed gland solution to a mechanical seal solution. So this has been designed to take and accept the leading alternative mechanical glands that can be fitted to this, which can enable customers to move from the current product to perhaps a more hygienic product mixing solution in the future, and something which maybe if their products change, their demands change, the regulations change, then this is future-proof. So this makes this asset a really good asset for the future. Our machines will last 25, 30 years without doubt, and lots of our customers come back to us because they do last that long. But this is protecting them against regulation change as well. So it's a particularly good and useful thing for people to have.
And total peace of mind for people as well when they're investing, to know that this is going to do and last them for a very long time.
It is peace of mind. The people that have specialised in designing the glands have put all their effort into making sure their glands are suited to the challenges of the future, whether they're hygiene standards or whether they're trying to change the way they operate and process. There's a lot of care and concern about the risk of cross-contamination between one product and another, whether it's colour or whether it's glutens or allergens. So it's very important for some customers, depending on where their business goes, that they've got the flexibility to go with their business in the future.
Absolutely, it's really important. Now, if we can move over here, because this, I think, is quite fascinating, because this is basically a baby version of some of the larger mixers that you offer. Now, what does this offer to your customers?
So what we've designed here is a mini mix. So this is one control system which has a touchscreen control. So a laboratory technician will be able to learn and understand how to use the machine. But what they can do here with 3 chambers, they can explore the characteristics that they achieve from mixing in one chamber, for instance an RT mixer or a ribbon blender or a double cone blender. So in the privacy of their own laboratories, they have the opportunity to explore mixing characteristics and identify the probable scale-up issues that they may have. So they can identify productivity, ease of cleaning, ease of changeover from one flavour to another, and they can explore their own innovations without revealing their innovation to the outside world, which is really quite important for a lot of companies because they know time to market is important and secrecy of getting to the market first is important. So this solution has been designed for those. We sell them as individual chambers with the drive, but the fact that they've got interchangeable, again, is future-proofing. It means that if they go into a different area in the future, they can go with the same machine without having to reinvest in a whole new platform.
I think this is one of the great things about PPMA, isn't it? That you get to see what is coming in the future and what the technological advances are going to be.
It is vital. We've got a number of customers who have come and said hello to us today. They've got machines they're very happy with, had them for 15 years, 17 years. They're reminding me of names of people that have worked for the company and who've retired. They've still got our mixer. They don't need another one just yet. But I am able to show them the technologies and that we've met the challenges. So when they do need a challenge, when they do have a new challenge and they're ready to move on to another thing, they know that we've still got the answers for them.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to show us around Winkworth. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.